Hi everyone, it's Dragana from Saacibo. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Let's make some lovely things from the masterboards we made last week. Here are the ones that we've done together. This one, that one, and that one. And today we are going to use them, and I'm going to show you how to make these envelopes with clear windows and cellophane packaging. I'm going to show you how to create these pocket pages with them. I really like these. They'll be great in the journal. I love this one. I've added a little charm here. Okay. And I'm going to show you also how to quickly create one of these journals. These journal covers are so easy to do. And then you just spend a little bit of time decorating and adding a signature. They're just gorgeous. Look at this. Very sturdy and nice, and the paper is varnished, so it's protected. I've added a bit of lace there, and there's fabric on the inside. Of course, you can use paper if you wanted to. And then I just bind a signature inside. Okay. And I love the closure here. Just simple but effective. Okay, just go around, make a knot, and it's done. The structure of the cover is basically junk mail envelopes, or the window envelopes that you get your receipts in. This one is just a little bit different. It doesn't have that flap. I didn't think of it. This was the first one I've done, and I didn't think of including the flap. And here it is. Also has fabric on the inside. And for the closure, I've decided to create this from the leftover piece, and that serves now as a closure. And I really like this one too. Gorgeous little journal. Okay, love these. And I've also created one more, but I haven't done the signature yet. I really like this one. Love the colors, really spring-like. So it's with that napkin with the rose. Added a bit of lace there. Don't have any signatures, but it has fabric on the inside, and also that type of closure. I've added this thing from a bag, and it's really great way to create closure. And I've had to add some of the paper beads at the ends. Love that. Any excuse to use the paper beads. Okay, so we are going to make these things today. And I've also done a few more things with the leftover pieces, like these belly bands, or they can also be turned into bookmarks. And I've done a little collage here that can be glued on the page. I had a strip left. I've added some double-sided tape to it, so that's going to be like a washi tape. And another little piece that I turned into a tiny envelope. Okay. Nice envelope, can be attached in the journal. Okay, so we're going to do these first. Just pick one. This set was made from just one of these papers. I'm going to use this one to demonstrate how to create that, and also these two things. First we need to cut it. Alright, so I'm going to take the measurement from this one, put a little mark, but I'm also going to tell you the dimensions. Okay, that's almost 8 inches. It's 20 centimeters. Okay, just going to mark 20 centimeters here too. I'm going to cut it. Now let's see if I'm going to have that flap there. I need to fold it here, and then I need to fold it there. If you want to have that window there, you have to cut it before you glue the envelope together. So I'm going to open this up like that. I'm going to turn on my laminator because I'm going to need it in a second. And I have this piece of cardboard actually that I've been using to cut this window out. So what I do, I just place it. It's actually easier to do it from this side. It's less images, less distractions. So what I do, I just mark. That's clear. I'm just eyeballing this. I don't really, you know, try to make it perfectly. It's that look. And then I just go over with the knife. Like so. So we have our window ready. Now we need a specimen to go on the inside. I'm going to use this packaging. I have like a sleeve now. Now let's choose a specimen. Okay, I have that one, and that leaf is a little bit damaged. I have this rose. Oh, I really like the rose, and I like it in that direction. These big leaves. Maybe a few of these little flowers. That's nice too. Let's just do that. So I'm going to have to open this up on one end. Put this paper underneath so that I can see better. Okay, we said we're gonna have that one in the middle. Let's just test if it's all in the frame. It looks all right to me. I'm going to place it in between two sheets of paper, just scrap paper. And I'm going to, I won't put that on that side because I don't know, that ink might transfer, so it's best if the paper that's on the inside is white. So let's feed it through. Let's see. Nice. Love it. Have to cut it maybe there. Straight. Just a little bit on the bottom. What I've been doing is this. I'm going to place that where it's supposed to go. I wasn't using any glue apart from the tape. I would just take some tape. So what I do now, I just go to my sewing machine and I just stitch this around. That's that side. And that is that side. Cut these threads. Okay, so now I can remove this tape. You can leave it if you want, but it's up to you. All right, now I can glue the sides together. If you don't want to do the sewing, just use some double-sided tape, I guess. I've been having these straight, but you can also just do this. I think that would be a nice look too. Let's just put some of that plain paper behind this so that you can see better, because most of these envelopes hopefully are not going to be empty. They're going to have something inside, so that's how it's going to look. Let's have a look. It's the same as that one, and I like it, but I want to try a different one. Let me try this one. Oh, I like that one. I'm going to go with that one. I always cut just a little bit more. I like to glue it in place a little bit before I go to the sewing machine. I'm going to use this silicone glue. Just a little bit. It does dry really fast, so it should be all right for sewing. I can cut that bit off now. And this one. Okay, so when it comes to sewing, this is what I do. I start here and continue over here, over there, and finish up to here. So I don't worry about this part because that's already closed. That's on the front. That's on the back. And that's when it's closed. I love it. Okay, so I have 4 now. Let's see what we do with the leftovers. Okay, I'm going to just fold it. Okay, approximately same as that one. Oh, that worked out nice. Let's hope the top will look as good. You never know with these papers that are, you know, that don't have direction. You don't know what you're gonna end up with sometimes. All right, cool. It turned out all right. I'm just going to trim it here a little bit. I'm gonna do the same as with the other one, just like that. I'm going to do the same as here, just to add a charm. Let's put an eyelet. We can glue the sides. Okay, we'll attach the charm later. This will have to go to the sewing machine. With these ones, I've been just doing the sewing on the sides here. Okay, now we still have that part left, and I said I'm going to turn that into a tag. So let's just ink that first. I have this piece of dyed paper. Okay, just glue that there. This is watercolor paper, I think. This would be great to write something or even do a little drawing. And this needs to go to the sewing machine too. And I just go around here, close to the edge. I'll be back in a sec. This one only needs a charm. I think I want to add this one. I don't want to use the bulb pin. I'm going to use one of these. Just something I've been doing lately. Okay. Fold it there. Here. Okay. I'll just go like this here. Put that there. And then push that through. And fold. So that one is done, and with this one I think I wanted to add a bit of lace like that, and I should have done it while I was sewing, but I totally forgot. So I'm going to just do that now with a glue, and maybe I'll take it to the sewing machine later. Sort of knew there was something else, but I just couldn't think of it. So all of this we made with one sheet of paper. Very happy. Now I want to show you how to create a journal cover. I prepared the fabric. I think it should be enough. And I have 4 envelopes that are approximately the same. They've been cut on the sides here, but that's alright because we're going to trim them. And this is what I've been doing. Put the paper aside for a sec. I take my glue stick and I glue the two together. Okay. I don't really worry too much about if they're glued really all the way to the edges, because that doesn't really matter, and you'll see why. And I try to have the other side kind of opposite, if you know what I mean, so that there's the same amount of thickness everywhere. So I just glue them together like so. They're too big at the moment, but that's all right because I'm going to trim them a little bit. Okay, just basically join the two together with a glue stick. I'm going to trim them in a second. So I'm using A4 paper size for my journal. So by the time I cut a little bit off the sides, the papers on the inside are anywhere between 20 and 20.5 centimeters, which means my journal covers should be 21 centimeters, about there. And then I'll just use that to measure this one. Whatever size journal you're making, you need 2 panels that are the same. Now let's get our paper. I'm going to use it this way. So maybe somewhere here. About 23 centimeters. 1 centimeter on both ends to fold over. So that's going to be the front, that's going to be the flap, and let's just glue these together. Again, I'm just going to use glue stick. So we are recycling envelopes here. Just making sure that I have enough to fold over. I like to leave a little bit of space there so that I can fold it nicely. Hope you can see here. So what is that? About 1/2 centimeter, 5 millimeters, or 1/8 of an inch. You don't have to, but if you don't, it's going to be hard to close the journal once you put the signatures on the inside. Alright. So about that much. Again, I'm just eyeballing it. I don't put anything here because I find that just fabric and this paper is enough. So I'm gonna leave it like that, and now I need to fold all of these corners, and for that I'm gonna use this glue. I don't need to cut the corners off because this is just paper. It's not gonna make a big difference. Now adding the glue here. I'm going to fold here before I glue. It's just easier. And I'm going to fold there as well. Although there's nothing there, I'm going to fold it anyway. And the same on this side. Okay, and now I can glue that there. So that's going to be the front. I love it. I love how it looks, and that's going to be the flap. Now one more thing we need to do is fold this part here. I'm going to just cut a little bit like that. How easy is that for a journal construction? I just love it. All right, let's get the fabric. Now I like to put the fabric on the inside. Let's just open the one I've done earlier just to show you. Okay, so the fabric is close to the edge but not all the way to the edge. Okay. You don't have to put the fabric, you can put paper, but I think fabric is just better at folding than the paper. Okay, first of all, I have this jagged edge here. I'm going to cut that. So I have those two straight, and I need this dimension and this one here. If you don't have a rotary cutter, just draw a line and use the scissors. Don't stress about not having every single tool that I show you here. Almost done. I love this fabric. All right, so I'm gonna take this sticker that's here because this was a sample fabric, and now I need a glue. I'm gonna use a different glue than usual because I ran out of the other one, and this is just universal glue, but it's acetone based. Okay, it smells like acetone, and I love this brush. Look, you just peel the glue off and it's clean. So this is clear glue, acetone based, works on fabric as well. All right, I'm just gonna put some there through the middle, and here too. Because this dries fast, I won't worry about that part for now, because I'm afraid I won't be able to spread it quickly enough. See how it started soaking through the envelopes before I had a chance to spread it. And the middle part too needs to be glued well. All right, let's take the fabric. Now over here where the fold is, I want to do that. And now we can do this. Sorry about that, moving everywhere. Love how this brush spreads the glue. I bought it when I was on my holiday in Croatia in that craft shop. When I saw this wide one, oh, I had to have it. It's excellent for gluing. You don't have to wash the brushes afterwards. It really spreads the glue well. Let's have a look. I'm in love with this one. Love it. You can also, instead of closing it like that, you can close it like this. Put the ribbon through here if you don't want to cover the rows. You want to protect the papers on the inside. But I like it like this. Just need to wait a little bit for the glue to completely dry before I can take it to the sewing machine. I'm looking at this strip and what can be done with it, and you know that part of the rose is cut off. But I'm seeing here that there, because there's the rose and the rest is just a little bit showing, that can be all right. Then this part here can be used as a pocket when you look at it like that. And here, if we cover a bit more of that, you can have a little tag. There's a bird and a rose. And then the fact that this rose on the side, it doesn't really matter. So I can still use that. All nicely stitched. Let's make the closure. I recently bought this little tool to punch holes in hard to reach places, because even big crocodiles sometimes can't reach everywhere. And I just want to test it now. Oh, it worked beautifully, and that was so cheap. Oh, let's put an eyelet. Now I should pick the ribbon for this. What do you think? Green could work. Not so much. I've got this one that's red. I like this one. I like the green too, but I think I'm going to go with this one. I leave about that much and have the rest along like this. And then just put it through. And then pull this. All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 is too much, so just 2. it. Cool. I should add some beads. Let's look at the beads. Look how I organized my paper beads. The purple would look good too. I need two that are the same or similar. Here's the red one. Oh, no, I think I want the green ones. I have two. The green ones. Actually, I'm going to use those. I have this really small crochet hook. And I'm just going to pull that through. Like so. And then I'm going to pull it through the bead. Should work, hopefully. Yep. I'll just make a knot here. Let's do the same here. This must be the quickest journal cover that I've ever made, and it looks really nice. And if you're having trouble with decorating your journals, this might be the way to go because it's all been done. You have your stamped masterboard, maybe a nice napkin, you turn it into a journal and it looks yummy. Okay, let's see what else we can make. These papers are not really for writing or even drawing. You could probably collage on top of them, but then that would be collage on top of the collage. But they are great as something that holds other things like envelopes, pocket pages, journal covers. That's one of the reasons I decided to turn a few of them into pocket pages. I could just put some signatures in here and half of the work is done for me. Love this one too. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and I have this one left that we've done together, and that was done on scrapbooking paper, and to me that is just a little bit too thick for what I want to do, so I'm going to turn that into an envelope. I'm not going to do it now because I've already done that in several videos. I think I will link them down below, but I'll just show you what it looks like once it's done. But let's have a look here. I have one of those stamped masterboards I've done on packaging paper. It's one of those that it doesn't matter how you turn it, but I still want to look what would look best. I think that would look good. I've been making them a little bit smaller than my journals because they're going to be the same size as the paper. Maybe about there. It should be about 20.5 or just a little bit over 8 inches. So what I do, I just fold this here. This is just so easy. Okay, just fold like so. That is not straight. I have to trim it. It's my cutting board. My new purple cutting board. I love it. My Christmas gift to myself. I have this paper that was dyed and I want to cover that. You don't have to, but I've done it here and I kind of like it. I like the look. I like the look, I really do. Because when I dyed the papers, I used stencils, so they all have this really nice design. So that's how it's gonna look. So what I do, I just cover this with glue stick. Just this part here. Not the part where the pocket is. Black just looks so good on this because of the stamping, so I'm going to go with that same black lace because it's not too bulky. Just along the edge I'm using silicone glue. glad it doesn't set that quickly, so I can still work a little bit and position it how I want it. Now I just fold it. Let's get that cutting board again. I'm going to take this to the sewing machine now. I'm going to stitch here first, and then I'm going to stitch from here all the way around. There it is. Stitch this with a straight stitch and zigzag stitch around. I love it. Okay, let's put these eyelets here. I've been putting 2 because when I do it this way, they just sit better than if it's on the side and it keeps, you know, messing with the papers. This is just paper. I can use this punch tool. The eyelets. I'm going to use this one again and one of the charms. I think I want to use this one. Let's see, perhaps if I do this, it would work. Yeah, I don't need to do that. So I guess if there's 2 holes, even these bulb pins work fine. If it's only one and I put it there, it just annoys me. Let's take a look at our makes for today. From one of the boards we made this cute envelope pouch. I really like it. This little one and a tag. From another one we made this lovely journal with a flap. I really like it. And then from yet another one we made pocket page, and I quickly put together this one into a large envelope that can fit the journal. Gorgeous. This would also be a good journal cover, I think, when you do it on the scrapbooking paper, because it is really thick. Okay, so that is it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you find it helpful and inspirational. And thank you so much for watching my channel, for being with me. And I hope I see you soon in my next video. Bye for now.